Hi, I'm Dee Gardner, Black Chick.
Sally Bartamioli, white chick.
Welcome to our D.A.R.R.E. project. D.A.R.R.E. stands for Dialogue Authentically about Real Racial Experiences. And today we're going to talk about
white fragility.
One of the things that you all may have heard Sally mention throughout our videos is being evolved. So I want to unpack that a little bit about what that means. Basically, she and I as well, but I want to particularly point out that Sally has been on this journey. I've known her, a long time, well over 15 years. And she's been on a self-improvement, self-awareness, learning insight about weaknesses and strengths, growing and making changes. We've gone through lots of workshops, conferences, and then that's how we both, I think, ended up in the human behavioral self-improvement field, is wanting to give back to others what we've gotten, right?
It is for me, yes.
Yeah, and so I want to bring that up because we learn to own our own stuff, admit our wrongs, apologize, explore how our families impacted us, explore how our environment has impacted us, explore how abuse and overcome the impacts of being abused and things like that. But then when microaggression or race, that word pops into the conversation, it's like all that goes out the window. All of it goes out the window, and we become defensive. We've learned it's not a good idea to be defensive without understanding what the other person says. There's a saying, Stephen F. Covey, seek to understand first, then to be understood. We talk about dialogue and listen. But when that word comes into the scene, all deals are off.
White fragility raises its...
We defend, we rationalize, we justify and excuse and discount and change the subject, blame, that type of thing. And so that's something that I have a passion about as a mental health professional, as a therapist, is to really help people be authentic, open, and rigorously honest.
Not only about what we see in the world, but about what's happening inside and how am I responding to what I'm seeing in the world.
And that's one of the things I pointed out with Sally with that video, that Facebook video where people where she got a lot of backlash, a lot of it's triggered a lot of anger, is our goal is to have people explore themselves, to go inside. So if something was said or posted and there's these really strong emotions, I'm not as concerned, because of our goal here is as what the law says, what's legal, what the bigger systemic issue, because we're focusing on microaggressions, which means look inside of you. What set me off? What makes me so set off by this? What makes me so upset? Why am I this angry? Because one of the things we've learned is when we're really, 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 really angry, it's probably not about what's before us.
Yeah, we have the saying, if it's hysterical, it's probably historical. So, thank you for that point.
Yes.
For us to keep focused on building those bridges and everyone looking inside what's happening right now that is keeping you from connecting to this conversation in a way where your heart remains open, where your mind remains open.
Yes.
Thank you very much
for
what I've learned about myself and the ability to talk about it, and also to give you a turn, to give you an understanding of what might happen inside of you when issues of racism or oppression come up. So thank you very much.
And one of the things I want to point out is when Sally told me about that experience with her friends, helped me think about how she's putting herself out there. My goal is to reach African Americans and look at our reaction when whites react how they do, and also to cross over and communicate our culture and our experience with Caucasians. Sally is in more of a position to reach Caucasians. That's my opinion. And so she's putting herself in the line of fire, as we both of us, because of this particular controversial topic. But I just wanted to point that out as well. So
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think we're both in the line of fire here, but courageous women.
All right.
Sally Bartamioli, white chick.
D. Gardner, black chick.